The story of the little rabbit, the wise turtle, and the curious fox. In a large forest lived a little rabbit named Bobby, a wise turtle named Tina, and a curious fox named Fred. The rabbit Bobby always loved to play and jump between trees, but he didn't know how to solve the problems he faced. One day, Bobby went to visit his friend, the turtle Tina, to ask for help. "Tina, I can't find my way to the river to drink water. Can you help me?" Tina wisely said, "Of course, Bobby. Let's use the stars as a guide at night and the trees during the day to find the way." Meanwhile, the fox Fred was watching them. He was curious and wanted to know what was happening. Fred approached and said, "Hello, friends. Can I join? I am very curious to know how you use the stars and trees to find the way." Tina, being wise, said, "Of course you can join, Fred. But remember, curiosity is good, but it should be moderate. Do not interfere in other people's affairs." The trio began their adventure towards the river, using trees and stars as a guide, as Tina had said. Finally, they arrived at the river and drank water. In the end, Bobby said, "Thank you, my friends. Today I learned how to use nature as a guide." Tina added, "And a good reminder, Fred, that curiosity is useful, but it should be moderate." Fred smiled and said, "All right, I'll always remember that." And so their adventure ended, and they all returned to their homes, gaining new lessons and friendships. After returning to their homes, Bobby started feeling bored again. He decided to go visit Tina and Fred. He found Tina as she was arranging her small garden, and Fred as he was curiously examining some things as usual. Bobby said, "Hello, friends. How about a new adventure?" Tina replied, "I'm with you, Bobby. But what kind of adventure is it this time?" Fred curiously said, "Yes, please do tell, Bobby. What makes this adventure different?" Bobby said, "I've heard about a hidden treasure in the forest, and I think we can find it together." Tina answered, "Searching for treasure can be exciting, but it requires thought and wisdom." Fred said, "And it also needs a little bit of curiosity." With that, their new adventure began. They headed towards the part of the forest where it was said that the treasure was hidden. They used an old map that Bobby had found on one of his previous adventures. After hours of searching and digging, they arrived at a place that looked like the treasure site. Fred began to dig the ground curiously, while Tina was wisely thinking about the best place to search. Suddenly, Bobby discovered something shining under the ground. "I think I've found it," shouted Bobby. But when they unearthed the treasure, they discovered that it was not gold or jewels, but an old book. Tina said, "Perhaps the real treasures are the wisdom we find in this book." Fred agreed and said, "And the curiosity to open it and read it." They decided to take the book with them and read it together, sharing in the wisdom, curiosity, and friendship that brought them together. And so, they did not just find material treasure, but a treasure of knowledge and friendship, which is far more valuable